Oh, hi, Tara Tara's Elegant Upgrades, and we're doing another thrift haul. Now, I know this is, again, unusual for my channel, but it's because I have markets, and at the last one that I just did, I sold out of a ton of smalls, which I wasn't expecting to do, just because it's not something that I gravitate towards. I know that I have to have them for the shows and that they kind of have to be displayed, and it does kind of, I mean, in my mind, it was just something to kind of decorate my furniture with. And then when like all the things were gone at the end of the second day, I was like, oh, I guess I need more things for the next one. So, had to go do a bit of shopping. I will then, most of the stuff has to be painted or have something done to it. Mind you, I do think it's fun to do this kind of thing. My joy is in like restoring old furniture and then making it pretty. That's just kind of what makes me the happiest. But this is fun too. It's just smaller, and I feel like it's more of an assembly line instead of really kind of putting all your efforts into one piece. So fun, kind of things. I'm not used to it, and I don't know, it's just kind of outside of my wheelhouse. But they did really well, and I will say that my second day I sold way more in smalls than I did. My first day, it was a heavy furniture profit day, and then my second day was a heavy smalls profit day. So I think that's really interesting, and it is something to note for the future that they do kind of make a difference and make a huge difference in profit. So I was like, well, that's really cool because I mean, it's obviously easier to lift a small something than it is to lift a buffet, say, which was exciting. Anyways, so let's get into the thrift haul. So I went to 3 different stores in total, and I went to 2 of them twice. I spent about $130, and it's pretty typical. So for the first thing, I haven't even been through all of these. This is just a bag of goods, and it was $6.99. So I got it mostly because it had 2 of these matching little silver goblets, and I loved them. I mean, if I cover my face, you can see it. So it had both of those, which was I really wanted, and then there's also 2 mini ones that were cute that I loved. And this guy feels like pewter. So, yeah, super cute. And $6.99 for all of that stuff. So that's cool. Then one of them had a really good wood section for one day, which almost never happens. So this is kind of the cheesiest of them, but I'll decorate this one up, and it obviously won't be used for actual food. I don't think initially it would have been anyways. It's like plywood. So I'm pretty sure this was meant to be decor and decorated. This one, however, could be a decent cheese board. And this one is actually a riser of some kind. So I'll probably end up putting handles on this one, maybe some feet, definitely handles. This one will just get fanced up because it's a little bit too plain. I need risers anyways. I have a stack of wood that I've been meaning to turn into risers and breadboards and things like that I just haven't gotten around to. So I feel like I'm always doing something. You guys know, like, we're in the guest house right now, and it's still a work in progress. I haven't decided what I'm doing first. So anytime I don't know what I'm supposed to do, I just kind of freeze, and I'm like, I don't know. So I just wait. Anyways, I got 2 rolling pins. Rolling pins always do super well for me. They've actually never made it to market because they always sell on the website before they get to go do anything. So that might happen again, but that's fine. We're going to zhuzh these ones up. This is an older one. It has like a crack here in the actual pin part, but it's still super sturdy and it'll work just fine. And then this little one is probably newer. It needs to be cleaned, but it rolls really, really smoothly, so that's fun. Those will get fancied up a bit. The handles will get painted. I haven't decided if I'm doing anything else to them, but Chalk Mountain has like food safe products that I can use on them, so that's really fun. I got a ton of frames. I'll show you those in a second. I'll try to do all those at once. This is so bizarre. Oh, I love it. It's like a wonky vase. There's a little chip here, but I'm gonna paint this, and I think it will be so pretty painted. It's too like late 80s, early 90s pink, but I think painted it'll be awesome. I just saw it and I was like, I think it could be something. So we'll see, but I think it's cool. And then I had my giant owl. He was like, I don't know, some kind of pottery. He was amazing. I should say it was like a mother owl with two little owlets, and it was super cute. It sold, so I was like, oh, I should get another owl, and I found this guy. This one is just made of foam, so it's not as fancy as the original, but I think he's cute, and he's also going to get a paint job because he's boring. I got a sack o' apples because they're getting painted too. Everything's getting painted. I like the stone look apples. So also my father-in-law does wood turning, and he wood turns apples and pears and things like that. And I love the way that those look too. So I don't know. I'm thinking either stone or maybe like an old kind of wood look on these. But yeah, it's just a sack of apples. It was $2.75 for all of these, and I felt like I needed them. I don't actually know. Like I said, I'm not 100% on smalls yet. I just get things that I think would be cool and see what happens with them because I don't know. It's not something I have a ton of experience in. So far, things have gone well though, so I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. If I think I'll like it, then I'll get it. These two rings, they're $3.75 each, but they were 50% off. So they're just like little brass candle holder rings, and I love them. And all of my brass sold. I had two ladies that came in and bought out all my brass. So I have none left. I was looking for a lot more, and it was very hard to find any at a reasonable price. These two came together as a set. These are getting painted. They're just a little too blingy, if you know what I mean. So yeah, we'll paint them and then bring back some of the gold. This cup I got, okay, unnecessary. It's just like a pen cup or something. It may have gone like with a bathroom set. There's pen markings in the bottom. Could be for toothbrushes. I don't know. But I just liked all the raised detail on it, so it's going to get a paint job, and it'll be better than it is. This I am leaving. I am not 100% sure, but I think you hang it on the wall, and then you can put your mail in it, and then it has like little slots here for individual pieces. If you have another idea of what this is, let me know in the comments, but I'm pretty sure that's what it's for. And I think it's super cool, and I'm leaving it because I like how it is. All right, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I do lots of bread. I don't share it a lot because this is not the channel for that. But yeah, so anyways, I have plans to do a few bread boxes for my sourdough because sourdough has to be stored a different way than like typical store-bought bread. And a bread box is one of the best ways to do that. And I've been wanting to make me one, and a couple other people who do it with me. And so before I do that, I wanted to kind of get like a bread box just to kind of have an idea. And this one will get modified, but the design will get modified when I go to make one. So that video will be coming up because I'm going to be making a bread box. Anyways, so I wanted to get this to kind of mess around with. And so I'll paint this and sell it, but I just wanted to play with it for a bit when I'm coming up with the design for me to make a bread box. Anyways, all that for bread box. Yeah, painted, fancied up, and then sold. These I loved. They're just wall hooks. They have them rubber banded together. I think they are so lovely. I'm doing nothing to them because I like them how they are. Oh, they say party light. So they were a party light thing. I thought they just did candles. I clearly don't know much about party light. But yeah, I thought these were super cute and leaving them. Like them how they are. This bottle I loved. Don't love the leafy things on it, but I love the designs. Let's see if I can get that to. I love the designs around the top, so it's going to get painted and we'll pop those out. All my copper molds got taken up too, so I picked this one up. This one was $3.75, but it was on sale for 50% off. So I grabbed it. It's not one of my favorites. It's actually really, really sturdy. So that's why I got this one, and because I was short, and it's fine. Usually I like the ones that are the whole thing is a shape, but this is good. Little mold. This I grabbed just because it's fancy and I wanted to play with some paints with it. I think it's mainly for testing. I'll bring it and if it sells, fine, but I just wanted to play with colors and things and see what happens with it. Try some new techniques. Okay, this I absolutely adore, and I don't know that it will sell. I don't even know if I want it to. I love it so much. So this is hand painted on a piece of slate. It says the person's name was Pat Rowe of Reading. Painted this on slate. It was her last painting before she died. That is just the little sticker that's on a back. I think it is so beautiful and super inspiring. So I will do something. I have like something in my head after seeing them, like, oh, instead of the gazebo, because I'm not in love with the gazebo, but I think like a little cottage, and you guys know I need to work on my like man-made structures. I just don't feel like I'm good at them. And the best way to get good at something is by doing it. So maybe I'll find a piece that I can put a cottage on, but I loved this color palette. I thought it was so beautiful. I love this so much. And it has like a little hanging thing on the back. Oh man, I think it is just lovely. All right, let's get into some frames. So, Wicked Orange frame, obviously getting a paint job. All my frames sold. No, I have one frame that didn't sell. All my frames sold. So that's cool. I was like, oh, I should pick up more frames then. So this one's getting a paint job because it's wow orange. Just, it's too much orange. These two were cute. I have to show you the second one. It's hilarious. Okay, so very heavy, sturdy, lovely. I'm not doing anything to this. This one is made of the same thing and kind of the same situation, but can you see the face? Oh man, it cracks me up so much. That's gonna come out. We're gonna put a floral print in there. But aside from changing out the picture, I'm not doing anything. This frame I loved. I will paint the frame, but leave the inset because the inset is what got it for me. I love it. Let's see if I can't. I feel like if I cover my face, these will come up and you'll be able to see them. Sorry, phone's ringing. This frame, I haven't decided if I'm doing anything to it. I kind of like it how it is, but it might need something. Don't know. Thinking about it. I'll probably paint it. Now that I'm looking at it, it's going to get painted. It's going to get something. This frame is going to get painted and not be sold because I'm putting something of my own in it and it will stay with me. But I just got it. Same as this one. Painted. And then these guys are all taped together so you can't see them very well. I hate that they put... All right. This, I think, is just super cool. It's getting a paint job. Oh, there's a... I didn't even see the pictures in it. There's a skeleton. Wow. I just knew the frames were cool. Anyways, those pictures are going to get taken out, and it's going to get painted. I believe this is the last of the frames, and I love this one. I actually wanted to leave it, but the coloring is a bit off. Like, it goes to a weird yellow hue up here and then into like the clear blue. So yeah, I don't know. I'll have to just look at it a little bit more. I kind of want to leave it. I really like it. We'll see what happens. If the coloring wasn't off and it didn't have the weird yellow, I would absolutely 100% leave it without even thinking about it. Okay, I had previous salt and pepper shakers. They're gone, so I just grabbed a new pair of white ones, which I like because they go with a lot of different things. This is a gravy boat with a lid. And I don't know about you, but most of the gravy boats I see do not have lids. They just are the gravy boat. I'm keeping this because I think it's brilliant to have a lid because gravy gets that weird skin on it. And I think that is creepy. So with the lid, it won't do that. And something for myself. Am I the only one doesn't like gravy skin? I can't bother with, grosses me out. All right. This is lovely. I'm so excited about this. You can see the bubbles in the glass. Oh man, I think it is beautiful. I'm going to have to do some rearranging on the bottom. It's like shifted off base just a little bit. So I'm going to have to do that. I might end up painting it because there looks to be some kind of pitting, but it fits perfectly. The wood is lovely. I'm going to just put some oil on it and have it be, but I think this is gorgeous. The price tag said $8, but the thrift store that I got this from, it's a very small one up by my parents' house. And she charged me just $20 for the entire box of things that I got. So this wasn't $8. I don't know how much it was, but she just kind of does whatever she wants when you go there. This was also $8 at the same thrift store. Again, not $8 because I don't know. But it's like an old butter churn. It has these geese on it. I'm pretty sure I'm going to paint this because there's crackling in the finish, which I don't mind, but also the actual churn part is broken, and I don't know. I'm pretty sure this is just decor. Yeah, there's fuzz on it. Anyways, so I will repair this, but it's getting a paint job because I don't know that it's going to sell with these geese on here. Let's cover up my face. Can you see the geese? Yeah. But I loved it. It's amazing. And I think, last, giant candlestick. I like to find two. Also, my corbels did really well, but only the matching pairs. So I have large individual ones that people loved, and they would come over and touch, and they'd be like, do you have the other one? Like, no, the pair's already sold. People really like those. So if you find corbels in pairs, that is a huge thing, and everybody wants them, and that's lovely. So something to note if you're out and you see two of them that match, get them. It's worth it. Because I priced them rather high and they all sold. Anyways. All right, I'm breaking in with a different ending because I forgot to show you one of my most favorite pieces that I found. It is this behemoth. I think I can get it without the light, maybe. Anyways, it is like a resin style frame that will get painted because some of the paint is worn off, but the print inside I fell in love with. I love the teal around the edges and all that, so that will get introduced to the frame as well. I also think I'll be doing a separate video on the smalls because this video is too long as it is, and I don't want it to get too much longer. I feel like that's boring. And I know that this isn't going to be a furniture video, which I get is typically my thing, but this is a business after all, and I have to get things done for the shows that I'm doing, and it's a bit overwhelming to try and make sure that I have things exactly right for YouTube. So you guys are kind of getting what is happening in my life right now, which is going to the markets, meaning I have to have smalls. I hope you forgive me for this. Anyway, so yeah, next video will be painting all of this stuff. Hope you guys will stick around and see you for that one.